Welcome back to my channel. It's Krista here to do the monthly forecast for the sign of Aquarius, sun, moon, and rising signs. This is for the month of February 2019. So this is a general reading for your sign. If you want love, romance, or relationship and partnership advice, do check out your love reading for the month of February. But for any other pressing issue for the month of February at the time of this viewing, this is what these messages are intended to assist you with. So general messages for Aquarius, sun, moon, and rising signs. All right. Let's just put that back there. Yeah, I sort of saw that as I was getting the decks back together. So an enormous amount of sleeplessness. Something's keeping you up at night. But again, I mean, this could be a mind game. You could be just playing mind games with yourself. Honestly, the beautiful thing about the swords, you know, once we get past the ace and, you know, all of the lower, the numbered, right, unless we're the ace or, of course, the knight and queen and king, they're not necessarily terrible. I think they're there to teach us a lesson. It's just harsh, right? And anytime we see the 9 of swords, there is this heaviness, a sleeplessness. This could be, like I said, as a general reading, this could be going on in your body. Maybe there's a health concern at this time and you're sleepless over it, or it's keeping you up, or you're unable to rest. But, you know, there's a profound, in my opinion, there's a profound sort of sadness that comes with this as well. And maybe it's the loss of something. It's a letting go, saying goodbye, you know, becoming conscious of something sometimes, right? It's like your old belief, because we're looking at beliefs, ideas, and thoughts here. It could be new information was provided to you. It's you know, creating a sleeplessness because now you're racked with new information, and it ultimately changes the way you view something. So it's not necessarily a negative thing, and there's a little bit of a broken heart. But it is profound, and the feeling is real. There's your sleepless nights. Wow, you're really struggling with something this month. But I do think because of the center card, with this outcome card, it's about your direction. Really go within. This is going to serve you, and not in your head, okay? We're going to go in your heart. We're going to go. Meditation would be very wise at this time for you in order to ameliorate some of the heaviness, okay? I mean, we're dealing with a lot of mental heaviness in the month of February, but it's about your direction. And I think you either need a little bit more, maybe to convince yourself, maybe you think you need more preparation. I can almost guarantee, though, you know, again, I don't know what your general issue is, but I can almost guarantee that no matter what it is, this is concerning with thoughts, ideas, and beliefs, that now, like, the time is always now. There's never going to be a better time than now with regard to the direction of your dreams. But it is racking your brain. If this is a health issue, because we do have this in the home environment, I would suggest being extremely compassionate and gentle with yourself at this time. In fact, it could be a very good time for you to develop new internal messages or narratives for yourself. And this would be another element of meditation or going within. Maybe finding the strength. If you find upsetting thoughts or, you know, developing opinions that are changing opinions or, you know, outlook, for example, something has been upset here is what I'm trying to say. And I think you're trying to come to terms with it, calm yourself down, be kind to yourself. And this is essential. But again, with the swords, I'm really seeing you doing this internally for yourself. There's no other person here. I mean, you could be dealing with a Cancerian, but Or you could have a Cancer, sun, moon, or rising if you're cross-watching. If that's the case, really rely on your own intuition and your sense of self-care. There could even be a nurturing quality here or a mothering quality here that you really need at this time. If you can't get it outside of yourself, I would even suggest maybe don't even go looking for it outside of yourself at this time. It's a really good opportunity for you to give that to yourself. But you know what? It's not for lack of going through something. What that is entirely only you know. But the 2-3s, it could be profound, okay? This could be, I know we're dealing with a couple 3s and that's sort of low on the totem necessarily, but you're surrounded by heavier cards, potent, I don't mean heavy energy, but potent cards. And then this glorious new outlook, this new direction for you. So maybe give yourself some credit as well. Maybe just let yourself consider this a phase, okay? You actually need to experience this or go through this or develop in this way at this time. This isn't going to last forever. This is temporary. This is only for, for the month of February, and we're early into it here. By the end of the month, you've got a really nice new perspective and a really nice new direction, which is 10 to 1 what you need right now. So in the work environment, yeah, a little bit of a letdown. This is what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So what you've been working on, maybe you have to let go of for now. Maybe it's not providing you with what you thought you were going to get out of it. Maybe it's not what you wanted to hear. Maybe you were looking at something, new information, new data, new sources, just, that really upset you. So, yeah, and it could be heartbreaking. But there's a real human quality here. It's almost like this is a really important month for you to feel. And I know that sounds weird, right, with all these swords, but like I said, in the home environment, this is what is necessary. This is what you need more than ever. I mean, we have both Virgo and Cancerian energies here, both nurturing and, the harvest, getting rid of what doesn't work for you. So if these are thoughts about feelings, thoughts about yourself or your direction, even how you think about yourself or what you believe about yourself, I think this is a really nice opportunity for you to develop compassion around how that internal dialogue develops for you. Because, like I said, we have the go within card. We have this gorgeous hermit energy. You have the answers. The answers are within. Perhaps this is part of this energy here, the difficult 3, 8, and 9 of swords. There's this, you don't want it to be true on some level. You don't want it to be the way it is. You don't want to accept that reality, If it has to do with your internal narrative or internal dialogue, as it were, I think this is a beautiful time for you to cease that altogether, and that negative internal dialogue is what I mean, and switch it up. And this is the best way to do it. Go within and decide for yourself. Maybe this is a nice opportunity for you to decide once and for all, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to do that anymore. I want something different, because your role in this situation is a lot of stress. These are sleepless nights, but the 9 of swords is more sleepless nights. The 8 is not wanting to deal with it, right? Not wanting to deal with these thoughts or opinions or beliefs. I think you just got to get out of your own way, Aquarius, because look at this beautiful new direction. This is basically your ship's coming in because you've decided on what you really want and what you really deserve. Perhaps it's just something as simple as recognizing your own divinity, getting out of your own way. If there are old messages, I mean old as in they're mean, they're toxic, they're whether you started them or you've been hearing it since you were 5 years old. It's, like I said, it's so critical for you to get to the root of that. Go within, get to the root of it, and decide. It's a really good month for you to make a decision. I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm going to set myself free. I really, really hope that's the case for you. Take the time. If you are suffering in any way, Aquarius, I would suggest, in a really gentle, again, mother yourself at this time, nurture yourself at this time. If you have a therapist or a family member or a trusted friend, for example, who has, Cancerian qualities, or is just generally speaking a very nurturing, intuitive, gentle, energy for you that you can be intimate with, share secrets with and really trust, sure, go ahead and lean on them at this time. But I'm going to suggest that the bulk of the work or the bulk of the changes still is yours to do. So it's really critical that you go within, figure that out. You may not even have to do it for very long, right? I don't think it's going to take you very long to figure out what it is that you really want and then just head in that direction. Forgiveness is a big part of this. Maybe it is over that broken heart. Maybe it's for you. Maybe you need to forgive yourself. Sometimes that's the hardest thing to do. Forgive yourself for what? Only you know. Listen, I can't help but sigh. It's heavy. Whatever it is, it's heavy. If it's a brand new direction in life, if it's a conversation you don't want to have with somebody, if it's just generally speaking something you didn't want to hear or something that was heartbreaking and you don't know which way to go, which direction to go, I do think you know. I know you know. Your intuition is on target. Listen to that. Go within. Get to know yourself. The light is within. That you can lead yourself there into the new direction. But forgiveness is key of yourself or others at this time. Let's get you one more card here. This went on a little bit longer than I anticipated. Sorry about that. I was just a little flex-summoned over the 3 swords, I'll be honest with you there. It's not very often that I see, especially for general readings, that I see 3 kind of difficult cards together. So I just think this is going to be a turning point for you as well, though. This is a big turning point. Things are going to switch up when this is said and done. So be willing to maybe do the hard work at this time. And it will serve you. Yeah, we have teacher, right? The wolf is teacher. A big, big lesson coming to a head. And maybe that's all it is. Maybe, so not all it is, but maybe this is a big component of it. forgiving what happened because it was a hard lesson and just coming to terms with that now. But there is no better teacher or leader or guide than someone who has been through something and lived to tell. So, you know what? Have a lot of faith in yourself at this time. Go slow if you have to. Try to stay out of your head. When you are in there, be gentle. Switch up your internal dialogue. Be loving. Be compassionate at this time. Be the mother that you needed if you didn't have that. Okay? And Virgo could figure prominently here, or even 6th house energy. Of course, this is about harvest or getting rid of what doesn't serve you anymore in a brand new direction at the end of the month. So I'm wishing you all the best, Aquarius. Take excellent care. You can look forward to your love reading. That is next. Until next time, bye for now.